Oh, he knows. Oh. Oh! Hey! Where's Mama? 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 Where's she at? Mama? Oh, Mama. Oh. Hey! Oh, why am I so dark? It's alright. It'll be okay. Technology's good enough, it doesn't matter. It'll brighten me up. I really should have a pipe lighter for this. They make pipe lighters. I mean, I've gone so far smoking a pipe. Might as well have one, right? I only make life harder on myself. That's okay. Why would I ever intend to make my life easier? I'm so grainy. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I can just kind of like turn the camera around. I'm using the front facing camera. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna turn this around and hope the quality is better, but I won't be able to see myself. So if I'm like a nose down, that's why. Okay. Ooh. Boom. There we go. Hopefully that does the trick. Maybe. Who knows? If it's here, it's like from here down. That's totally my fault. But it's because I flipped the camera around and the camera is better quality and it's kind of getting dark. So I'm going to make sure that if I go back and watch this, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can only see 3 or 4 pixels of myself. It's been a long time since I've made something like this. And that's generally because life has been so busy. And by the time I get out here to smoke my pipe, it's completely dark outside. And it's a holiday weekend, so I could afford the time to get out here a little bit earlier. But there really is one main reason for making this video, and it is to 2 different audiences. I don't want to make it seem like, you know, I'm making these videos for myself and you know, this is just a journal, but I'm like putting it out on YouTube. You know, obviously it's meant to be seen by other people, but I kind of see it as a way to keep me accountable. If I were to just make videos for myself and put them on my phone, I think I wouldn't be as succinct, and I would just tend to ramble on, which may be a good thing. And I definitely tend to ramble on regardless, putting them on YouTube or not. But I don't think I'd be able to get through them quite as quickly and easily. I'd cringe a lot, even though I'll cringe at this here in 10 years. But I think I know the main reason that I want to record this video, even for lack of videos over the past, maybe 4 to 6 months, maybe. all comes from the fact that our life has been really difficult lately. And whenever I say difficult, it's hard to say that, because I definitely know that I've been blessed with more than I could have ever even imagined in my life. Post-marriage, I have a home and 2 kids and a wife that I love and who hopefully loves me. No, I know she loves me. I know. And in that regard, life could never be better. And even in the regard that I'm about to speak of, life could also never be better. I can't really say that there are certain things that I would change to make life better. But it's been hard. And so the 2 audiences that I really have in mind when I say what I want to say are me, to remind myself about what I'm going to talk about, and possibly someone in the same situation that I'm in that needs to hear some encouragement. Because I know that the most encouraging times I've ever had since I've been married, and especially since I've had children, are the times that I don't seem to be alone. That there are other people that deal with the same things that I do and have gone through everything that I've gone through. No, I hope I'm not out. Wait a second. Come on, buddy. Stay lit. Well, it's getting dark, so I want to say what I have to say. It was never meant to be easy. And this may seem cheesy or sound really cliche, but it hasn't been easy, but it has been fulfilling to be a father and a husband, and to live the life that I live within a church and believing what I believe. Not in the sense of persecution by any means, but in the sense of doing what I know I ought to. Raising my children the way I know I should. Being a husband in the way that I should. None of it has been easy. And none of it should be easy. It's not necessarily a rule, but generally, from what I can tell, if it's easy, you kind of need to take a step back and evaluate what you're doing wrong. There are times that it is happy and joyful and everything that you need to survive and enjoy life. But there are other times that it is so unbelievably difficult that you sit at the edge of your bed while your wife holds your 6-month-old, and you just feel exhausted and embarrassed at the way that you've acted or responded to a situation. For instance, my 6-month-old was particularly unruly last night. And it was after a wonderful day that we had such a great time. And we spent the whole day together. And there were ups and downs, but generally it was awesome. It was a great day. I wouldn't have changed anything yesterday for the world. But there was that one moment at night that I felt like the worst father in the world. And that I didn't deserve to be a dad and a husband. And I don't. But I also don't believe anybody really deserves children. But it is how the Lord asks us as people that believe we should have children to fulfill His calling in our lives. So the main import of this talk be that it'll never be easy, and it was never supposed to be easy. But if you're doing everything that you can to be the best father and the best husband that you possibly can be, God sees that, and He will bless that. And in His will, you will have the most difficult, trying, end of yourself moments. You will seemingly lose all relationships that you've ever had in your life previous. But if you don't find those things as your substance, as your value, the relationships that you had once before, or the life that you lived once before. What's up? You doing good? This is my neighbor. I don't know where I stopped, but either way, yeah, don't, for me, and for anybody else that needs to hear this, don't give up. Again, super cliche, really cheesy. But keep trying to be the best dad, the best husband that you possibly can be. And even if nothing seems to be going your way, could be weeks, could be months, heck, it could be a year or two. First off, recognize that your way is not the way that it should be going. And second off, that if you live the way that God asks of you to live, you will be like a tree planted by streams of water, who bears its fruit in its season, whose leaf does not wither. I keep thinking about Psalm 1 over and over again. It plays in my head, and I wish it did more often, whenever it is especially difficult. But those that delight in Yahweh's instruction are like a tree, and God prospers those people. And so I think that's super important to recognize. And I've been reading a book here recently, and it's such a great reminder. One of the best quotes from it goes something along the lines of, parenting is nothing more than the Christian life lived in a specific arena. And it's as simple as that, and it's as hard as that. And I think that's really appropriate. And anyway, that's all I got. It's super dark. You probably can't see me at all. I can't see me at all. But I have to pee, so I'm gonna rock on. Peace out. Bye.